Welcome to Essential Understanding FSAT, an in-depth look at essential oils and their applications for your life. My name is Cassandra. I am a certified aromatherapist, a member of the National Association of Homeopathic Aromatherapy, a wife to a wonderful husband, a mother and educator to 3 beautiful children, and a follower of Jesus Christ. The information I'm providing in this video series is not intended to diagnose or treat any medical condition. Rather, I will focus on wellness through self-care, utilizing essential oils. So this is video number 3. More specifically 3.1. 3.2 will be available later today, so you won't have to wait till Monday for that, because we'll do video number 4 on Monday. But I had to break up the science and the research. Both of them were so lengthy, and they need the respective time to give you all the information, that I had to break it up. I tried to do it together, and it just wasn't working. So today we'll focus on, or for this one, 3.1, I'm going to look at the science behind essential oils. So first, what are essential oils, and why do plants produce them? Plants produce essential oils for 3 main reasons. For protection against pathogens, fungus and bacteria that can destroy whole crops and plants, and from also protection from insects, to attract insects for pollination and to communicate. And there's, for some plants, their essential oil helps to rebuild their cells after they've been injured. So most people understand that. When you look up information on essential oils, that's usually what you find. And there's a belief that because they are carbon-based, organic, excuse me, and we are carbon-based and organic, that they work in agreement of one another, that the natural is able to help the natural, to support the natural. So I wanted to take a step further. When I became certified as an aromatherapist, I was just absolutely amazed by the science behind it, as far as energy and frequency goes. I was not in love with science in school, I'll admit that. I thought I was somebody that just was incapable of understanding the field of science. I mean, it wasn't until I became an educator to my 3 children that I realized I absolutely love science. And it is amazing how much has been communicated to us, how just awesome God's power is. You could see His divine understanding in science. So I want to focus on energy and frequency today, to take it a step further outside of what plants produce these because of this, to understand how energy and frequencies do affect the human body. So this is from the author of A Shift in Consciousness, a book published in 2011. So what is energy and how can it be defined? It's an anon physical force that contains the potential for activity. Let's take this a step further and look at different energies. Kinetic energy is the force that can cause objects to move. Energy stored in a piece of wood will be released when the piece of wood is burnt. Sunlight, electromagnetic pulses, sound waves, and radio waves are all different types of energies. And most of these can be measured using conventional technology. For an example, an electrocardiogram can pick up the heart's energy field. Energy is not just restricted to measurable frequencies. Some frequencies cannot be measured or heard. A dog whistle is one such example. We can measure the sound of a dog whistle, but we cannot hear the sound it produces. On the other hand, dogs can. They can pick up the sound because their hearing operates at higher frequencies. There's an ocean of energies, and even though we cannot perceive these with our 5 senses, they do have an effect on us. The world we are familiar with, the physical, the world of matter, is not the only one in which we move and interact. For a long time, scientists thought that matter is all that matters, but they were wrong. Every day, when you get up, shower, and go to work, each and every step reverberates through 2 sides of reality at once. Your physical body walks in the world of matter, but a subtler aspect of you, woven within and throughout your physical body, moves and interacts on a level of pure energy. The universe is made of different energies. Science shows us that everything is made up of energy. It's building block of all matter. The same energy that composes your body is the same one that composes the bricks of your house you live in, your car, your phone, animals, trees, and so forth. It's all the same. It's constantly flowing and changing form all the time. This is the universal law of perpetual transmutation of energy. It's everywhere, and it can neither be created nor destroyed. There is a place where all things begin, a location of pure energy that simply is. So that's the end of the excerpt from that author. As a Christian, I know full well that this is the beginning, the location of pure absolute energy, is the creator of all things, the Father in heaven. So when I thought about energy and essential oils and their applications for me, I at first was kind of leery. I was like, I don't know, is this real? But searching the scriptures, energy is talked about everywhere. So I wanted to read this first to start off. The very energy our Creator used to speak life into existence still exists, connecting all life through the unseen yet tangible waves of energy. All of creation literally vibrates with the mark of our Creator. And this is also why the words we say matter, because they literally have an energy or a spirit to them. God was not simply speaking of a fuzzy, mystical, spiritual thing. When it comes to the verse, the power of life and death is in the tongue. God literally means that our words have the power in the physical realm, in the form of energy waves, to either to benefit someone or to cause harm to someone, in the form of energy. So let's look at some passages that I have right here to connect energy and how all of creation has energy and a frequency to it. John 1:3, through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. I also believe this is why energy cannot be created or destroyed, because humans cannot either create nor destroy energy of God. God is all powerful. His energy exists. It cannot be synthesized, and it cannot be destroyed. We cannot destroy the energy of God. Psalm 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows the works of his hands. They literally declare the glory of God. They sing out. They have a frequency. Job 12:7-10. But ask the animals, and they will teach you, or the birds in the sky, and they will tell you, or speak to the earth, and it will teach you, or let the fish in the sea inform you. Which of all these does not know that the hand of the Lord has done this? In his hand is the life of every creature, and the breath of all mankind. Let the heavens Psalm 96:11-12. Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea resound, and all that is in it. Let the fields be jubilant, and everything in them. Let all the trees of the forest sing for joy. They have a vibration. The fields, the trees, the sea, they have their own frequency, their own energy at which they vibrate. And it's a pleasing tone to God, because he created all things, and he said all things are good. Romans 1:20. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse. So now let's take a look at essential oils and their frequencies or energy capabilities and how they apply to human applications. Frequency is the measurable rate of electrical energy flow that is constant between 2 points. Everything has a frequency. Robert O. Becker, MD, the author of the book, The Body Electrical, validates that the human body has an electrical frequency and that much about a person's health can be determined by it. Nikola Tesla said that if we could eliminate certain outside frequencies that interfered in our bodies, we would have a greater resistance towards disease. Dr. Otto Warburg was a two-time Nobel laureate, and I don't think I'm saying that right, and winner of the Nobel Prize for Cancer Research for discovering that human cells have electrical voltage. Bjorn Nordstrom, a radiologist of Stockholm, Sweden, who wrote Biologically Closed Circuits, discovered in the early 1980s that by putting an electrode inside of a tumor and running a milliamp DC current through the electrode, he could dissolve the cancer tumor and stop its growth. He found that the human body had electropositive and electronegative energy fields. And beyond a doubt, frequencies affect us, just like scents affect us. Everything we're exposed to in our daily environments, the pollution that's put in, radio waves, the waves of all kinds that are just constantly flowing through us, and the effects of other humans on us and their the waves and energy they put out, they're constantly affecting us. The human body has a natural frequency, and each organ has its own natural frequency. And frequency can be tested on anything, but let's read about the frequency of the human body first. So Bruce Tanio, owner of the president of Tanio Technologies, developed a calibrated frequency monitor that is used to study the bioelectrical frequencies of essential oils and their effect on the human frequencies when the oils have been applied to the body. It is called a BT2 frequency counter. You could Yes, so the frequency of a human body in millihertz, and this is measured in 12-hour time frame for each one of these. So normal brain frequency, 70 to 78 millihertz. If you're a genius, it's 80 to 82 millihertz. Healthy body, neck down, 62 to 68 millihertz. The thyroid and parathyroid glands are 62 to 68 millihertz. The thymus gland is 65 to 68 millihertz. The heart is 67 to 70 millihertz. The lungs are 58 to 65 millihertz. Liver is 55 to 60 millihertz. Pancreas is 60 to 80 millihertz. And diseases begin and colds invade at 59 to 60 millihertz. The stomach, it has a millihertz of 58 to 65. Ascending colon is 58 to 60. Descending colon is 58 to 63. Flu-like symptoms begin at 58 millihertz. Viral infection at 55 millihertz. Epstein-Barr at 52 millihertz. Tissue breakdown from disease at 48 millihertz. Cancer at 42 millihertz. And death begins at 20 millihertz. So the above frequency information was taken from Taney Technologies. So human cells start to mutate when the frequency drops below 62 millihertz, and because we are constantly being bombarded with different waves, a lot of negative waves from pollution and radio waves, the risk of us being unwell is far greater in the society that we live in and the things that we're exposed to every day. So let's talk about the other things right here. So essential oil frequencies start at 52 millihertz and go as high as 320 millihertz. Rose essential oil has the highest of all the frequencies at 320 millihertz. Essential oils align frequencies, thus balancing and harmonizing body organs. Mixing or blending essential oils amplifies these frequencies. This is called synergy. Clinical research shows that essential oils have the highest frequency of any natural substance known to man. Essential oils frequencies are several times greater than frequencies of herbs, foods, and even the human body. Another worthy point is the influence that thoughts have on our frequency as well. Negative thoughts lowered the measured frequency by 12 millihertz, and positive thoughts raised the measured frequency by 10 millihertz. It was also found that prayer and meditation increased the measured frequency levels by 15 millihertz. So let's look at some other things that have the frequency. Where did they go? So pollutants lower healthy frequency. Processed or canned food has a frequency of 0, so it's really not a good idea to eat it. Fresh produce has up to 50 millihertz. Dry herbs have 12 to 22 millihertz. Fresh herbs from 20 to 27 millihertz. Frozen foods have a frequency of 0. Essential oils are a source of higher frequencies to maintain an optimum wellness, an optimum balance in our body. And when we place them topically, it's almost like putting on frequency barrier, a frequency blocker from the outside frequencies that we're constantly being bombarded with. And also when we inhale them, we're affecting the mental aspect of our lives, because negative thoughts from outside factors, from people putting you down and just constantly bombarding you. I know as a mother, I'm constantly being asked to do something, and it can be overwhelming and stressful. But there's a natural balance, a natural state at which our bodies like to be at, and essential oils help to keep that at an optimum balance. So when I was reading all this, I was like, that makes sense. That makes sense why it works. And everything is just so, like, full of life and energy. We know that solids, even though they're solid, their molecules are still moving. Everything is vibrating. Everything has its own noise. Just like we all have our own sense, we put out a frequency when we speak, the things we think, the things we're doing, the things we're involved in. It also can explain mass mob mentality when riots begin, because it's not just like people are all angry about the same thing. It's a wave. It's an energy that flows through the crowd, inciting anger. And it can also be seen in revivals, when that's the Spirit of God, the energy of God, flows through the people. So I really hope, I don't know if I gave you exactly what I was hoping to give you to help you understand frequency, essential oils, and the human applications. But I really hope at least I gave you enough information that you yourself will want to go out or to research further into this to see those studies that have been done on frequencies and how they affect the human body. In 3.2, I'm going to give you 4 different research studies that have been done on essential oils. It's going to be from the National Association of Homeopathic Aromatherapy. There's a total of 26 research articles available, but I'm not going to cover all of them because that would just take so many videos, so I'm only going to cover 4, but that will be in 3.2, so check that out. Please check out my Facebook group page, or my Facebook group at Essential Understanding FSAT, where you can join in a community with other people seeking to learn about essential oils and their applications for their life. And you can also find all the information provided in these video series. All the links and the research that I have and provided to you can be found there in the documents and the files. And I would like to thank my sponsor, Amber Quakey Soaps. Artisan handcrafted soaps created in small batch production to ensure the quality of every bar. These are the perfect gift for anybody in your life, and they'll truly be appreciated. You can check her out, my good friend that creates these beautiful creations, at amberquakeysoaps.com to check out her store. And you can also check out her Facebook page at Amber Quakey Soaps to keep up to date on the latest creations that she produces. They are absolutely worth purchasing. They won't dry out your skin like most mainstream soaps, and they just smell wonderful. I gotta say that my favorite is the Mora Bora, and a lot of men actually like Mora Bora, even though it has a very floral scent to it. It's pretty interesting. I have 3 men in my life in particular that I can think of that absolutely love that scent. So check it out. And I hope, again, thank you for watching 3.1. I hope I gave you at least some of the information I was hoping to get out to you, to help you to understand why frequency does matter and how they apply to essential oils and to our bodies. And check out 3.2.